I just had a thought about some of the things that I could be covering in the 6 hour video. And after I filmed the first 45 minutes, I kind of said to myself, oh, what if I don't have enough hours to talk about? Do I have enough to talk about? In general, yes, I could talk all day about plenty of things, but you know, like uh, when it comes to us, I don't mind saying a lot of the same things over and over again, like how much I love you and how much you mean to me and my future and stuff like that. But what I was also thinking is I don't want to spend 6 hours repeating. So if every moment of 6 hours is meant to be original in a sense, then I'm gonna have to be completely creative. And I think I've thought of a few ways that I can do that. So I'll go through some of them with you. I can't remember in the first part if I actually did label a couple of them, but so the part that you did see was the introduction, and you'll see me through different periods of time. So you'll notice me with glasses on like right now, and then maybe me with headphones on, or maybe me at night, and then me in the morning, and then me with a bigger beard or something like that. But one thing's for sure is that I'm happy to do this video. I'm so proud to be able to do this video. If someone said to me a year ago that by the 1st of May, I would be doing these videos, and I'd be gobsmacked. I'd be like, wow, this is exactly what I've always dreamt about. This is what my heart's been aching, for all of these years. I'm just about to actually message you. Sorry, babe. I don't know. I can't go out of this page, so hopefully it doesn't. So I hang on. I felt I'm going to reply to you. Oh yes. Yeah. Sorry. Hopefully it's still recording. Yeah. So I'm gonna message you again. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. Still. Hope you don't mind. And I technically kind of will come to a an interesting idea that I had that I hope you don't mind. Like you'll understand when I actually explain it. Um, I will wait till you reply again. But sorry, dry skin. But hang on, you did reply. Sorry. You're going to sleep. So I'm going to. Sorry about that. Yeah, one part of it is probably would be considered. Let me think. The way I kind of explain it to myself is that. Sorry, you replied again, but I will. I will. Oh, am I not able to reply? Um, yeah, it's kind of like I've thought of doing it before, and I think I should do some of them like once every couple of weeks. Because like I said, because it's a bit difficult to come up with 6 hours of complete original kind of content, which I do want. I want as much original content rather than go over things multiple times, even though there will be several things that I go through multiple times, such as how much I love you and how much you mean to me. But I mean things like, like I just don't want to say the same thing every 45 minutes to just add up to 6 hours. So I want to try different things, and one of those things, as I said, is that is what I want to trying to do outside of the outside of those videos, outside of that anniversary video, is the idea of having a video where you're about here, the camera, maybe about, let me see, maybe about here, um, and I will see what it's like. Yeah, so I could try that for a few minutes, I guess. Um, but what I mean, hopefully you can hear me. I'll listen through it and then I'll see. If you're not able to hear me because maybe the speakers are blocked, then what I'll do is I'll put on the headphones. And because you be like that, it'll be like you're beside me, and basically when I'm doing that, I will be spending time doing things on my PC and doing such things like watching YouTube or something, or educational videos or something like that. But it's all in the bracket of spending time with you, even though it's not a talking video. I could still talk at times, of course, but most of it will be kind of quiet time together, and that's what I really want. And I hope you like that, because I want you sometimes when you want to watch a video and you don't mind, like whatever the video it is, then you'll be able to watch this part or parts in the future for future videos where you're just watching me, like doing my daily things or whatever, and it's like we're together, and you don't necessarily need to be looking at the screen like intensely, because it'll be like you could hold your phone at a bit of a distance and do whatever and pause it and then go back to it, and then if it makes you feel good and makes you happy to see me, to see Daddy, then I'll be honored. And like hopefully you don't see it in a bad way, because I can understand if it does come across like that, because like let's just say 90% of that time, probably at least 90%, 95, will be just you hear me doing something on my PC, using my mouse, uh, or even playing video games or watching a video. Like I'll be coming back just to, like to acknowledge the camera being there. And because it's me doing my daily things, I can come up with more of it. So it's kind of like a blog, only an uninteresting blog, but enough that you'll be very happy with seeing, and that makes you very, very, very happy to see what I'm doing and stuff. So I'll reply to you again. Um, I'm just telling you that I'm still recording. And yeah, I think it's a good idea. Hopefully you do as well. Regardless, I can always label the chapters, and then if you wanted to skip to the other chapter, then I would have them all labeled so you'll be able to see the rest. But I would recommend just watching the whole video outright. Uh, Hopefully, it doesn't take too long when it's all added together and edited, because I'm a bit concerned that the PC might take absolutely forever to render it, and that's not uploading it. Um, the rendering time, which is to basically combine all of the edits and all of the pieces all together and then creating that one video of 6 hours. If it takes too long, then what I have to do is probably break it up to 3 parts or 4 parts maybe, which it's the same video only in one, two, three, four. I want just one video. That would be happy, but um, as long as it's maybe under 6 parts or something. But I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you're able to watch it. So by the time it ends, it could be a 6 part, so 1 hour each or something like that. But I know you'll be delighted no matter what, and it's like instead of I'll have it on its own playlist, by the way, if that's the case, uh, or just the videos for Eileen, and or like have it on the I'll have it on the videos for Eileen uh, playlist on my channel, uh, and no, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to reply to you again because you replied to me. You're going to sleep soon, and I hope you don't go to sleep too long because I'll miss you. Uh, but yeah, so that I think will be nice. Hopefully you're able to hear me without the headphones. But I will just have the headphones, and then the headphones um, will pick up the sound. So it won't matter that the phone will be right about here. Um, but the other parts I have in mind are, well, it's not really spoiling because you're watching the video now, so you'll see it. I will sing a few songs, uh, and let's see. You said you were joking about something. Perhaps you said, "Oh no, I swiped it off now, and I don't want to go into Messenger because I feel that it could pause, or not pause, but stop the video." Um, I'll talk to you. I'll talk another minute, and then uh, upload this, download on computer, and then film the next part. But yeah, so I plan at least singing one, but something like three, like maximum maybe 4 songs. Depends on like I'm trying to think of the songs I could sing, because I want to sing songs that I actually know the lyrics to. Um, so I don't want to sing a song from scratch, but I guess I could ask you, even though I kind of give away the game, but I think that would still be nice because that means then you know what kind of uh you then at least, even though that might be a little bit spoiled before you start watching, then I know though what uh I will know what to sing for you. So that'll be nice. I can't wait for that, honestly. But as well, I'm going to. I don't know how I didn't think about it until today, but there'll be another part, another chapter, if you will, where I talk to you, of course, but it will be mainly for your family. And what I'm going to do is the anniversary video, as I said, plan to have one video, or if I can't, then I'll have it into two or three, two, three to five or 10 parts. Who knows? But the main thing I mean by explaining this is that I'm actually going to upload standalone videos. So the singing videos, for example, I could sing, let's say, three songs, and then upload maybe all of the songs into one video, or three videos of one each. And then the other video will be me talking to your family. And that's what the other kind of chapter I thought of that I mentioned that I thought of today. I thought of that I could speak to your family again, and because you'll probably think, if you have to get up that the anniversary video and you have to find the chapters, like, that'll be a bit cumbersome and a bit time consuming. So what I'm going to do is I am going to upload the family part into its own video, and as soon as the 6 hour video is watched, then I will have the family talk uploaded, and then then you'll know what it is. So at least then, instead of trying to find the certain part chapter where I talk to your family, at least you'll know that it's a standalone video, so it's much easier to find, and like the songs as well. So that'll be nice. But yeah, I'm just so happy being with you, babe. It's just incredible. Also, I'm going to eat dinner while I talk. I probably won't be talking too much. It'll be kind of like being there, the kind of thing I explained a few minutes ago, where you're maybe not here for maybe you're more on my coffee table, the camera, but so it'll be watching me, and I'll not be talking much, but I will still be, like, talking. So, like, like, so it'll be kind of like this, just eating, of course, and because I'm eating, I'll be a little more quiet, even if I am talking. So you understand. But I still haven't got a message from you back, and I don't want to pause this because I just want to keep going for a few more minutes and then end this little part. But yeah, like, that's so the conversation with your family. The reasoning for it is the same kind of reasoning that I created the first video to your family, and as I said, it's for you as well, babe. But it's what I want to do is talk about our future, what I envisage as our future, what I want from our future. Like, my predictions of what our future could be like. Perhaps some more kind of updates, or kind of explaining my personality, or how I am, or how I would treat you, and like, things like that. So basically, your family, whoever you want to show it to, even if it's friends, it's still good, it's still fine. I don't mind. But uh, whoever you show it to um, is someone important to you, and you want to show them because you want them to kind of approve of me in a way, but also you want to kind of show me off. Yeah, yeah, I'm flicking with his hair, but oh my god. Ah, oh, yes, I definitely need a haircut. I know that. I usually like to get a haircut when it's summer. It's not summer yet. Well, spring, like I kind of do mean spring as well, but um, basically what I mean is when it gets to the warmer months, I get my hair cut, and then when it gets to the colder months, then I grow my hair. I don't cut it for probably about only a couple at times in about 6 months, something like that. But yeah, so in the summer I'll probably shave my hair a couple of times, three or four or something like that, once a month or something. Because it's like I don't like the heat, so I would rather I'd rather be nice and chilled with the wind. Yeah, I know maybe completely short is not your kind of cup of tea for me, but yeah, I'm not going to keep it short all the time. Like the time it's going to be short is when it's shaved. Like the clippers. If I had another settings in my clippers, like an attachment to get it a bit longer, which I could have, but I don't have the attachment. So I basically have to use the like the smallest bit to cut the deepest. But um, like that'll be the longest, and then or the shortest, and then I'll just let it grow for about a month or something. Uh, so I don't necessarily like it as short as when it's just cut because it's far too short. But because I don't have attachments, I can't really do anything about that. Um, but yeah, I'm probably told you before about some of my hairstyles. Um, Now my mum, I would actually show you photographs of some in the past. Um, if I could actually get some photographs from my mother. She hasn't got some of the pictures, but she did uh, say she did mention that she did look through them in one massive album uh, a few weeks ago, and she was saying about I think it was the time I was in Canada, so 2005, September 2005, and I had blonde hair. I had short-ish, not very short, definitely not long, but it was yeah blonde hair, bright blonde. I did it because random, I guess. I thought it was cool because there's a video game character that I admire, and he had natural blonde hair, and I thought, yeah, cool, I'm him now. So yeah, I guess that's an early 15-year-old Stephen did, and then I went over to Canada with the bright blonde hair. But I guess mid 2000s it was pretty much what a lot of people did my age and older and younger. Uh, so it wasn't like I was the first ever person to do it. Dyeing your hair and stuff started becoming very fashionable in the 2000s, and then obviously it exploded from there. And like, where in the mid 2000s there wouldn't be really women coloring their hair apart from darkening their hair, like someone going grey. They color their hair, but what I mean is like younger women today they color it not because of grey hair, but because they want it pink or blue or something. Which yeah, no, please don't do that. Like it'd be different if it was like you were getting your hair cut and for just some random reason you wanted to spend a few hours with dyed hair, I guess. Like that would be different because it would be an experiment, but only for a very short period of time. It's kind of like a more dedicated wearing of a wig or something. So it's a bit dumb, but you get the idea. Um, so yeah, mostly I went to the barbers my teens, um, my 20s, and what I asked for was the two all over to make sure the fringe is gone. That's what I always asked for. That's what my mum always said, ask for that. Then I knew what they asked for. I have it drummed in my head, two all over, no fringe. That's what you have to say to them. A two meaning, you know, zero would be bald, one would be uh, the shortest when I clip it, for example, and then two would be a little longer than that. And yeah, like the fringe, obviously, you take the fringe up more, but no, I've had long hair longer than this, but it is getting nearish to what it probably could be the longest that I've ever had it, but it's definitely not the longest yet because like even before it was the longest, I would be able to put my fringe in my mouth. Yes, I tested it. Like when I was like a teenager, I was able to put part of my fringe all the way. So I'd be able to do that. Just to prove that I can do it. Like that my hair, my fringe is long enough. Um, so yeah, silly, but that's what I did. I remember going into what was it, second year? So that'd be 2004, and I went into second year at school. Everyone, my friends, were talking about growing their hair, and unfortunately, my mum didn't allow me uh, going into second year. So when I did, one of my friends did have long hair, not incredibly long, but he didn't cut it, and he kept growing it kind of from there. And eventually, my mum, I can't remember asking her or anything, but eventually I was allowed, in a sense, to grow my hair, so I was happy with that. Um, it was a kind of like rocker stage, like rock music, like so I wanted to grow my hair really, really long, like well, maybe not really, really long, but shoulder length or something. Like I wasn't that fussed about how long it was after, like longer than this, obviously, but I didn't care if it was like a certain amount of inches over a certain amount of inches. But yeah, so I got so apart from the times I've grew it long, and as I said, I've also shaved my hair off. And when I mean shave, I don't mean just the kind of using the clippers. I mean bald, like smooth. I did it twice. I did it once in 2013, and I did it again. I think it was the last day of 2015 or the last day of 2016. One of those two, uh, because I remember it was New Year's Eve, and I just had it in my head. Okay, this was the second time, and I just had it in my head. Okay, let's just bald my head, and so I had my hair short with clippers, and then I just did the rest with a razor blade. Like it's a pretty good razor blade. Like that wouldn't cut you much because if it, I did cut myself a couple of times, but not deep or anything, just small cuts, and it took forever because I wanted to do it properly, and if I want to do something, I want to do right, very, very right. So if I'm dedicated on doing something, I make sure it's absolutely done to perfection. So yeah, it was all smooth for a couple of days until the stubble started coming in and stuff. So yeah, I don't want to do that again. Uh, like the long hair, yeah, I'm happy with doing that again. Uh, but not right now. Um, After I get a cut for the summer, then I want to keep it short for the summer. Uh, but the bald thing, now I'm thinking, like my dad is bald and his side of the family a lot are balding, so most likely I will go bald as well. So, well, I say most likely, I don't know the statistics, but I believe I'm more likely than not to um, be what's the word, to be bald, to go balding, so his hair just receding back and back and back. If you look at the picture I sent you before, no, he doesn't have his he has his cap on. He always has his cap on when going outside. So I remember taking the picture, but he had his cap on. So unfortunately you weren't able to see his hair. But yeah, like his receding. So he's not bald, but he is balding. Uh, and he usually wants to keep it short. And I can understand that because someone that grows a hair of balding hair, someone who grows their balding hair, there's going to be two sides: the part that's hair and the part that's not. And then, so I feel that when that happens to me, that I'm either going to keep it at a one, which is the clippers all over all the time, but it might not be enough for me. Maybe I might just say I'll bald it every month or so, so I'll shave it. Like that's not something I want to do. Like I don't want to go bald. But uh, I don't know what the best thing is. And to be honest, you're a big part of that decision because if, for example, you hated the fact me shaving my hair until it's bald, then I would say, okay, I'll not do that. That's fine. I'm happy not to do that because it's time consuming and it's annoying and it's too bald. Uh, and if I asked you and you were okay with just short hair, but it was receding or something, then okay, yeah, I can live with that. As long as me and you are happy, babe. But I want you to be happy. Like me being happy depends on how happy you are, and like I just want to. Sorry, I was just taking a kind of preview picture to send. Um, but yeah, so the balding definitely will. Well, I say definitely. It probably will be a factor, but I don't know for certain. I still don't know for certain. But uh, I know you'll love me regardless, babe, and that makes me so happy and so honored. So thank you, baby. Mwah. Uh, um, yeah, and the last one, because I'm trying to think if there's any others than the last one. I don't think so. No. Um, well, I did get like a crew cut before. Like short on the sides and kind of short and flat at the top. Not completely flat, but short, very short and flat, so the sides come across. It's a military haircut, uh, which I thought was cool. That's why I got it. And then, but the most significant other kind of hairstyle would have been uh, when I got my hair tinted. So it was tinted with blonde, but it wasn't entirely blonde. It was I only got blonde twice, I believe. One time 2005 where I got completely blonde, and then the second was like 2006, early 2007, where I had tinted hair. So I was like half blonde, half natural. So I thought that was actually better. It looked a lot better for me. So yeah, I really liked it, and because I wasn't someone that wanted to get a haircut all the time, and I didn't want to. spoil the opportunity having the tinted hair, I actually grew it a little long. It's probably around it probably could be a bit shorter than this, maybe not. Could be around. Let's say it's around the same size as this was. Maybe a little longer, but not by much. But so let's just say it's this length and maybe a bit longer, and I had tinted, so basically streaks, sort of. Uh, so I really like that. Sorry for scratching my head. Or my head, my nose. Sorry, but my nose is getting very itchy. But no, yeah, I like the streaks. Like out of all of the things I had, what I liked the most, probably the long hair, because like oh, I remember one more. It it was only a kind of like an experiment, but yeah, when I was younger, for just like a couple of hours, and I had my hair completely spiked. Uh, Hopefully, I remember to show you an image. The guy called Gareth Gates, and the time I got it spiked was 2001, early 2002, and when I got it done, like I didn't get it done to get the spikes, but when I got it like just gelled up, my uncle helped me and stuff, and I had this kind of spiked look, like not tiny spikes, like pretty big-ish spikes. I didn't have long hair or anything, way shorter than this, but yeah, it was just all kind of spikes, and like, I didn't go into school or anything with it, as far as can recall, but it was just for like a couple of hours. But yeah, the most happy I would have been with was the long hair, but mostly I kind of just like I like it short because then it's not going to be cumbersome, hard to dry when I shower. Like so, preferably I would just like it short. Uh, Sometimes I like the longer hair. Like if I actually had to choose if I liked it or not, because I don't care really. Like how I look. I do care about what you think, and you're the only person I care what. Uh, you're the only person I care about their opinion. Like especially with looks, because like who cares what anyone else thinks I look like? Like if someone says I'm ugly or I'm nice looking, they don't matter because they're not you. So they have no relevance, like in my life. And doesn't matter if they say it 1,000 times that I'm ugly or something. I won't feel bad because their opinion does not matter. Only your opinion matters, babe. Like I know you love me and you think I'm beautiful, and that just makes Daddy very very happy. I'm honored, super super honored. But yeah, um, hope you enjoyed this tiny wee part me talking about my hair. Like I do have thick hair. Definitely have my dad's hair. Um, and unfortunately, I'm going grey. Right about here in the middle of my chin, and I think at the very front, it's hard to see with the glasses on, and I'm not looking in the mirror, so it's. My mum said she could see kind of grey or a lightish one anyway, so it was like a very light strand, one strand of hair that was like grey. So, but I'd rather go grey than bald, to be quite honest. Like if I don't go bald, then fantastic. I don't care. Like about going grey. Uh, you know, uh, I'm happy to go grey, and I won't dye my hair. Like Like it'd be different if it was like for a challenge or it was extremely, like it would have to take many reasons for me to color my hair again. But what I kind of mean is that I'm satisfied the way it is, even if it goes grey, because like I know you'll love me, so I'm happy, and I know that like you'll still find me handsome and stuff as grey, so that's lovely. That's just absolutely lovely. It's different when you start to bald because you either have to keep your hair very short or none at all to get rid of the balding look. And I don't want to start like having growth hormones or something just to get some hair back. So that doesn't matter to me. Stuff like that, Like, so once I go grey, that's it. I don't mind. Like so the amount of grey I've started to get started about 2 years ago. Maybe less than that. Let's say about a year and a half. Definitely within the last year, I've noticed it quite a bit. Um, like the kind of grey hair comes in, but usually men get it on their beard first. Like my uncle, he dyes his hair. Like he's 10 years older or younger than my mum, so he will be coming 50 uh, next year. And what is it next year? No, it's 2 years time. Uh, so he's 48 at the moment, and he he's always kind of had that youthful kind of culture and stuff. So like he has dyed his hair way before he was like 30 and stuff. So he kind of just keeps his hair like that at times. But I think he's just embraced the kind of grayness. Because I remember seeing him one time. I can't remember if it was a picture or seeing him in person, but with completely, not completely, but a lot of grey hair. So it was, I was taken aback by it. But yeah, like, that's the very hopefully sort of interesting story about Daddy's hair. I'm interested into knowing how long the longest you've ever had your hair, babe, and the oh yeah, in terms of like the chapters and stuff, I will do the questions as well. The questions I have for you and the questions you might have for me. So I will do that part as well. So that's coming up. And if I think of something else to add, then I'll do that. So I'll be happy to do that. But my voice, because it's just a one way conversation, it's like double the amount of time talking than talking, like a one on one. So my throat's going a bit, not pain, but it's dry. And I definitely have got a bottle of water here to drink. So I will do that. I'm using the very cool bottle with the digital thermometer on it. Yeah, I think it's very cool. I like uh, technology stuff like that. Here's the bottle itself, but yeah, my voice is going. Uh, so I have to recover. Like when I started recording, I was thinking, yeah, I'm in the mood. Or just before I started recording, I was thinking definitely in the mood to start do to do some talking and stuff like that there. So I stopped doing what I was doing. I was actually playing a video game in between that and a few chores, but I just had this big urge to start filming again because I knew I was very in the much to want to talk to you. But hang on. But babe, yeah, I know it's kind of probably annoy me saying seeing the next bit and then I immediately just start talking in the next part, but there could be several hours in between. But yeah, my I think because I'm talking like this down to like less release for my neck to talk. So yeah, it just like I wouldn't say pain, definitely not pain. I've experienced pain before, like it's not pain, it's uncomfortable, definitely uncomfortable, and it could become a bit painful if I kept going. And obviously, I know I could have breaks and stuff like that. So that's what I'll do. I'll have a little break and then I will get on to the next part.